Hi lovely souls, my name is Samantha James. Welcome to my channel. Today we have a pick-a pile for you on what your spirit guides want to tell you. So if you were drawn to this video, this is the message that is for you. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Now, if you are new to pick a cards, what you're going to do is pause the video and figure out whichever pile you are drawn to the most. Go down below in the description box, find your timestamp, and I will see you all at your reading. Hi pile number 1. So if you chose pile number 1 and you're drawn to this video, this message is for you. This is what spirit, your spirit guides, your ancestors, the universe, whatever you are, you have resonance with, this is what, their message is for you. So we're going to start off with your tarot cards, group number 1. To start, we have a lovely start. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the Star. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 8 of Pentacles, and we have the Sun. Wow, that's really, really, really beautiful so far. Okay, so I'm going to wait on your oracle cards. We have quite a few oracle today, but let's start with your tarot. So to start with the 10 of Cups, I feel like many of you guys, group number 1, are in a very happy and stable relationship. Maybe you just got into a relationship. Maybe you're in a dating ship, like leading and headed towards a relationship, but you guys are like on the same page and shit is just going really well. With Cups energy, I usually associate it to love. With the 10 in numerology, I associate it with length and longevity and completion. So I just assume that this is, for many of you guys, group number 1, are in a relationship. This has to do with love. This can also have to do with, this is what you're headed towards. I feel like maybe a lot of you guys are yearning for the 10 of Cups. Maybe you're at the 9 of Cups. You're very emotionally fulfilled. Maybe you're emotionally fulfilled on your own, single. Maybe you have everything kind of in a row for yourself, whether it be your finances and career, your goals, you're ambitious. And so you have been wanting to get to 10 of Cups, sharing this sort of experience with someone else, someone that you have like a very loving relationship with, that has a lot of longevity and a lot of potential for family. I see here a lot of you guys could have like a Cancerian nature or have a lot of Cancer in your chart, but you just sort of have this like longing or yearning to be, either a mother, father, creator, whatever it is. I just feel like this is something that you guys are manifesting right now, is this 10 of Cups. And what your spirit guides really want to emphasize is that this is going to be yours soon, and it comes first as well. It was the first card that we got here is the 10 of Cups. Obviously you can peek over and see the Sun, which is brilliant. So it's just, we'll get to that, but it's just kind of them starting off saying, look, like, this is not an impossible, unachievable goal. It's going to happen for you, and there's going to be so much more that also happens because that is what you're deserving of, and I feel like that is what you are manifesting for yourself. So with the Star energy here, I feel like a lot of you guys might be familiar to my channel because I'm picking up on a very familiar sort of energy here that I feel like maybe in one of my previous videos, you guys were a specific pile, and like you guys have come again and you guys are all kind of like in the same pile once again. But we have this Star energy here, so it kind of is that Aquarius energy. It's about being unique and being, representing yourself as different and apart from other people, but like embracing it because your differences and your unique qualities is what kind of you grew into. It's all the things, the experiences you've been through that have like created this being that is you, your essence, and shaped you into the person that you are. And I feel like these experiences come, from some darkness as well. I feel like some of you guys really went through it, and now you're coming out of the other end really shining here. And the universe sees it. Your spirit guides, there's a huge emphasis on recognizing that they see your efforts and that they see your shining, and they see that, sometimes it's easier for you to lose hope. Sometimes it's easier for you to be like, well, maybe this spirituality thing is not so guaranteed, or there's times where you flip-flopped maybe on your faith, on yourself, on your manifesting abilities because it didn't come in quick enough for you. But I feel like right now, in the present day, you guys are really channeling your higher self and you have a very strong, unwavering faith. And you're finding that balance here with the Eight of Pentacles of putting in the groundwork and the 3D, and then also, you know, the 5D. So having that balance of being spiritual but practical, an earthling but also a spiritual being. So it's kind of, you know, for you, I feel like your journey has been about finding that balance so that you don't flip-flop on your faith, so that you can be very confident in your magic. And I feel like that's who you've kind of been lately, and the universe, your spirit guides, recognize it, and they see you shining, and they're very pleased, and they really want to give you everything that you want, and they just want you to continue down this road. And they're basically saying with the Wheel of Fortune that if you do continue down this road, it's going to be very positive. It's going to just keep getting better. I feel like there's a lot of prosperity that is coming for you, group number one. I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, you guys are also working really hard, like career-wise. I feel like you're also working very hard just in general. Like this can go kind of piggyback off of what I was saying, in that you're putting in that spiritual work. You're working hard to get that balance. You're working hard just to be consistent. You're working hard to be faithful. And because of that, you are going to be rewarded. You definitely are going down a different cycle in your life that is very joyous and warm and light. And, you know, if you've been sort of through that darkness and you came out more elegant than before, more badass than before, now you don't even have to worry about going through that darkness again. I feel like another thing that your spirit guides really want to assure you is more like a reassurance that the past is now behind you. The things that you went through that were really dark and heavy, that's behind you, and you can now let that go, because the wheel, your wheel within your life cycle, is turning over to a page that has the results of many, maybe even years of hard work and faith and manifesting. And now you're reaping what you sow, those benefits. And so there is no going back to the darkness, because you have a completely different belief system about your life. You have beauty and grace and confidence in yourself and your magic. And just by having that belief system, just by being more awakened here on your spiritual journey, you are attracting different things for yourself. So there is no going back to the darkness, because, you know, maybe before, when you weren't thinking or you weren't awakened per se in this realm, you didn't really know what you were manifesting, and maybe a problem had to be bigger than it should have been, or, you know, whatever it may be. I just feel like you guys are very grown in that way. So ultimately, what is your fate and your destiny is completely in the power of your hands. And I feel like group number one, what you guys are really interested in is this sun energy, is just happiness. So whatever you kind of imagine your happiness to be, I feel like this is what you guys have coming for you in this new cycle. Okay, so let's pull some of your oracle cards. Again, you know, I feel like some of you guys are in a relationship as it is, or I feel like you're trying to manifest this 10 of Cups here. So we have hold your vision, fixed moon, be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon, fluorite, natural beauty and authenticity, passion and purpose, rubellite. We have mirror, who or what is triggering you. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Face your true north. We have star seer. Look at this gorgeous card, you guys. And then we have healing. So let me adjust the camera. Okay, great. All right, so group number one. With natural beauty and authenticity, I feel like strongly, and also fluorite and rubellite, these are crystals that I would recommend working with if you guys are into that. With natural beauty and authenticity, be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. I mean, I think that's like the theme sort of this beautiful reading here, that your spirit guides really want to emphasize for you, is that, you know, believe in yourself, hold your vision, and by believing in yourself, this is your true self, believing in who you really are, and not as this star here, and not fronting on it, not taking a step back because of you know, whatever it may be. I just feel like staying true to yourself. So, and it's because this natural you, this person that you're really supposed to be, your higher self, you could say, is what you were here to do, you know? So your spirit guides, of course, are in support of that. They want you to be more like what you came here to be, creator, mother, artist, whatever it is, rather than what you thought. Maybe you tripped up a bit on your journey and thought you had to be like everyone else, and you're starting to learn that's like not the fucking case. In fact, you're way more fucking magical than the next person, and you can have such a benefit in your life if you start using that power for yourself. So using that power to sort of harness your vision, holding your vision here, using that power and magic to sort of see past barriers, see past dimensions, sort of kind of trick and flip the matrix on your side, and then using that power as well to kind of heal yourself, so that you can kind of be bold and make the first move, whether that be with your relationship, be bold and make the first move, whether that be for your work, be bold and make the first move, whether that be yourself triggering healing, be bold and make the first move and follow down that passion and purpose that you're really supposed to be doing right now. So I feel like, you know, part of all of this is just kind of like getting rid of ego, and your spirit guides here really want to emphasize that they appreciate this like hard work that you're putting in, and they want you to know that you're doing great as is. So whatever you're doing it, you know, keep doing it, because this is honestly your true north. What you're supposed to be doing is what you're doing right now. And also really emphasize your own kind of magic and abilities. I feel like a lot of you, group number 1, are mystics of some sort, tarot card readers, psychics, mediums, what have you. And I feel like maybe you've been putting your magic at bay because of X, Y, and Z. And so your spirit guides really want you to just sort of focus on opening up yourself to possibilities. There's so many places that these can take you to. And when you open yourself up to these possibilities, you can really reshape sort of your life here. Woo. Okay, group number 1. So that was a message for you. I really hope that resonated. So right now I'm doing this thing that if you guys purchase a Amazon wishlist oracle or tarot deck for me, I will give you a private reading in exchange. You can find all the details about that in the description box below. And if you want to book a private reading aside from that, you definitely can, which is also down below. In the meantime, I love you guys so much, and I will see you at your next reading. Hi, group number 2. Okay, so if you chose the second pile, this is for you. This is what your spirit guides want to sort of say to you, the message that is meant for you. So to start with your tarot, we have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Death card in reverse, the 4 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. I can already like see some of you guys now, you're like rolling your eyes like, ugh. I've like been to like 2 other tarot readings hoping that these fucking cards wouldn't come up again. I am so like that. Like I will I'll see some bad cards and I'm like, fuck that, it's not for me, it doesn't resonate. And then I will go to like another tarot reading, it's like the same shit, and I'm like, fuck. Okay, I will find the best way to, it's not that bad, but I'm going to be the person here that tells you the truth in the best way, because this, you guys, is what your spirit guides wants to tell you. Spirit guides, spirit, ancestors, angels, whatever you guys resonate with. To start, we have the 9 of Pentacles here, and we have the Death card in reverse along with the 4 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. So I feel like a lot of you guys are taking a sort of rest and retreat type of / procrastination kind of energy right now, because you're feeling trapped in some sort of decision that needs to be had. Now I say decision because we have the Swords, which is usually about communication. It doesn't have to be about a decision to be made, but just with the energy here, the 4 of Swords, which is like laying back and not really making a decision, then the 8 of Swords, which is that feeling of being trapped. We have the Death card in reverse, which is a stagnation. So something has to come to an end here, and it's not coming to an end for a reason, or for some reason. And what your spirit guides want to tell you, I might honestly have to pull more. cards for you guys, but I feel like some of you guys are dealing with maybe a relationship, situationship, dating someone, some sort of twin flame type of dynamic, and it's kind of fucking with your stability here and your abundance. You know, maybe up top, like what the spirit guides want to tell you is that you are abundant and you are stable. You are these things. So you don't need to manifest these things because you are these things. What you need to do is affirm these things. I feel like some of you guys are starting to doubt maybe your own like abundance, something specific to your stability here, because maybe there's some stress that has come up. Maybe there's like some sort of breakup, some sort of divorce, something. Maybe it's just like unexpected bills or whatever it may be, and it's kind of shaking you guys up to a point that might actually trigger some of this. This doesn't have to be as deep as it I'm like reading it, where you're supposed to make some sort of financial decision, you're not making it because you feel trapped in this and that, whatever it may be, guys. I feel like what the Nine of Pentacles represents coming out first from your spirit guides is that you are abundance. You have to affirm that. You don't need to look for it. You don't need to scramble. You don't need to get upset. Just understand that you are, because you will have it. So if you guys are concerned about finances, if you're concerned about your current stability right now, just understand that you will be fine. So that's the first card that really wanted to make its way out for you, which is a message I feel like some of you guys need to hear now. And this is not correlated or dependent on anything other than you affirming this. So when I talk about what needs to end here, I don't see this as a potential blockage. I think that you guys just are abundant and your spirit guides have your back. So I know that some of you guys think, you know, maybe you have to you know, end this certain thing and it might be blocking your finances or blocking your stability. It's not related, although that is a great way of thinking, because there are potential blockages when it comes to that. But your spirit guides want to emphasize that you are abundance, group number 2. So you don't, that's separate from anyone else trying to fuck with you or any kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now getting to the thing that you guys need to end. This is just going to be simply for your own well-being. Okay, we have the Hierophant right here. This is simply going to be for your own personal power. This is going to simply be for your own sort of free will. And once you kind of make that free will decision, then you're going to manifest this relationship or a different relationship or something that you really want. I feel like involving a King of Swords, sort of a commitment though with the Hierophant card here. But there's some sort of thing that needs to come to an end, and it could be, because we have Swords energy, it could be a decision that has to be made that's not happening. It could be sort of a negative mentality, or maybe like a phase that you're going through where you're just not, like you're in your ego sort of, and you're feeling like just trapped in your way of thinking. Maybe you've been sort of negative and you don't understand why, or maybe you just like are giving this person that you're involved with like a cold front and you're not sure why, or maybe trust issues or old wounds. You know, all sorts of things can come up here with the Swords energy. But I feel like when you guys finally do kind of come back to source, come back to balance, make a decision and move out of the stagnation, everything is actually going to go fairly well, like probably better than you guys originally thought or imagined. Okay, so for your oracle, we have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, full moon in Leo. I know we have a new moon in Leo coming up, and as I speak, it is the Lionsgate portal 8/8, so that's really interesting as well. So we have a new romantic cycle begins. Oh my gosh, of course. Rose Quartz, Love Life, Aquamarine, Divine Life Purpose. We have Yes, Share Your Voice, and then we have Full Spectrum, beautiful, and the Infinite, beautiful. Actually, how do I want to do this? Okay, let me make sure I can get all these beautiful cards on. Okay, so gorgeous. All right, so for some of you guys, you really are like involved with someone and you're wondering if you should take it to the next level. You're wondering, will it go to the next level? And maybe you have some sort of trust issues or ego, or maybe with the Venus In Cancer, you have different expectations at the moment, or there's just some sort of rift that's kind of going on. And I feel like you guys are aware of it. I feel like you're very conscious that it needs to come to an end so that you can find some sort of peace and harmony. Meanwhile, I feel like your person, you know, you guys could be an air sign, your person could be an air sign. They could sort of be this King of Swords that has like their defenses up as well, which is why I feel like this is sort of a twin flame sort of dynamic here. But there's a lot of power and energy coming in for you guys, group number 2, for this Lionsgate portal. So I would really work with this Lionsgate portal and manifest. Maybe some of you guys have Leo in your corners, but don't let pride get in your way. So release this like ego, I feel like, and release this kind of negative thinking about the situation. Maybe there's some sort of history and there was some sort of like trust breakage or whatever it may be. I feel like the vibe I'm getting from this person is that they're ready to move on. They're ready to kind of move forward with you. And with a new romantic cycle begins, this could be a new cycle for you guys. This could be a new cycle in general. If you've been dating and you want to be in a bigger commitment, we have rose quartz, love life. So new or renewed romantic love is here for you. So with rose quartz and aquamarine, these are crystals I would highly recommend working with if that's something that you guys are into. And divine life purpose, trust the signs in your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. So yeah, you guys, I feel like your spirit guides really want you to, one, trust your intuition more. I feel like they've been giving you some spiritual downloads about your situation, trying to give you some guidance, but you have to, I mentioned free will earlier. You have to make that free will choice up front that you want your loving angels and guides guidance. And I feel like what they're trying to lead you towards is this relationship, and then also sort of your divine life purpose. So I feel like some of you guys are unleashing and unlocking some spiritual gifts. With the infinite here and full spectrum, I feel like a lot of you guys are getting into maybe meditating or balancing out your chakras. You know, I feel like a lot of you guys are opening up your third eye and your crown chakra especially, and maybe you're watching Gaia, or you're into this or into that, and you're just sort of manifesting this new infinicy within your own reality, and it's very full spectrum. So I feel like your divine life purpose is kind of putting you on that route, which is really kind of harmonic. And because of that path, because you're following your divine life purpose, you're getting this love, you know, that maybe you thought otherwise was so hard to get. So share your voice, come out of the cave, express yourself. If you want to be this mystic, if you want to be this person, then share that voice, because that's really all that your spirit guides want to see for you. And then just say yes to this person. Don't let your pride get in the way. Say yes to opportunity. Say yes to abundance in yourself, and affirm that, and know that you guys really are spiritually protected. Okay, guys, so that was your message, group number 2. Thank you so much for joining me here at this reading. I'm doing a new thing where if you gift me a deck off my Amazon wish list, which you can find in the description box below, I will in return give you a private reading. Now, if you want to book a private reading, you can also do that as well, which you'll find down below. In the meantime, though, you guys, I love you so much. I hope you stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all at your next reading. Hi, lovely souls. If you chose pile number 3, this is for you guys. So what does your spirit guides or spirit or the universe or whoever want to tell you guys? What are your messages? So to start with your tarot, we have the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Empress, the Page of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, so to start off with the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like some of you guys for group number 3 could be in a relationship or some sort of relationship, or maybe, I don't know, I feel like most of you guys are in a relationship here, or you're going to be in a relationship, or you might as well be in a relationship. You could be the Queen of Pentacles watching for your King of Wands. You could be the King of Wands watching for your Queen of Pentacles. You could have either of those energies, fire or earth, in your chart. And with the Six of Cups here, I feel like there is a lot of giving and rebuilding that is being done here. Now, the giving, the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands, I feel like this has more to do with your life. So maybe some of you guys moved into a more kind of stable relationship with your partner. Or if you were in a relationship and you, or in a dating relationship and you guys moved into a relationship. I'm keep saying moved into. So some of you guys quite literally could have moved in with your person. And you guys share cats or something is what I'm seeing. But I feel like you guys just kind of moved into a new sort of cycle in your relationship where there's like a lot of stability and trust, and it's gone to the point where you can now kind of move to a different section of your life and put a little more focus in it. And for some of you guys, I'm seeing that has to do with maybe a passion that you want to grow into a full-time career, or maybe a hobby. With the Six of Cups, I feel like the giving is like you guys give a lot to each other in this relationship, in this dynamic. There's three ways that I can see this. The Six of Cups giving could be fertility, giving a baby to someone, the Empress. Some of you guys could be pregnant, some of you guys could be expecting, some of you guys could be getting pregnant, or just very fertile in the birth of creation. Now, the other way I could read the Six of Cups is that you guys are giving a lot to each other, and it's expanding sort of your heart space energy, and allowing you guys to sort of like go outward and create and build on maybe yourself and your self-esteem or whatever it may be. And the third thing is just giving unconditional love and support to the point where you can now go out into the world and feel safe in creating what you need to do. A lot of you guys watching are the Empress here, so you guys know a lot about creation. You guys could be your own little mini goddess, or, you know, mystic, or tarot card reader. You guys could be mothers as well, sisters, whatever it may be. I just feel like you guys understand this sort of feminine energy very well, to almost like a fault, where you haven't allowed yourself to really explore your passions further. What your spirit guides really want to mention here is that some of you guys have interests that you're not pursuing, or you find yourself thinking about painting, or going like, what if I went down this path, or doing this and doing that. And your spirit guides really want you to explore that. And if you guys are kind of giving birth, or, you know, trying to move into maybe a new cycle, I feel like don't be afraid of, you know, where that cycle heads towards, because you should always implement something that makes you happy. And if you feel like something has to be lived out a certain way, and it doesn't align with what makes you happy, then there's some adjustments that need to be made. But all in all, like, a big theme is that whoever this person is that's on your side is really on your side with the Lovers. This is some true love here. I feel like definitely like best friends till death do us part, like your guys' cats is really cute type of dynamic. So you definitely have full support, not only by your spirit guides, but like three-dimensionally by a person here on earth that's like sort of here for you. This person could be a soulmate. They could even be sort of like known by your own spirit guides in some way, where this was like predestined, that they were going to come and like help you out and help you become more abundant and create and whatever. But it's just really beautiful, high vibrational energy. Now for your oracle, we have you are good enough. Your hard work is paying off. Yeah, you are good enough is kind of this card that represents like, you know, maybe you guys stop yourself short in certain tracks because you feel like it's not going to like allot to this or that, but your spirit guides want you to really just like follow your creative impulses, whatever it be. If one day you want to decide that you want to be a painter, then be a fucking painter that day. Fuck it, you know, like it's never too late to do anything. And you're good enough to do whatever it is the fuck you want to do, and you have full support in the 3D and the 5D. So you guys are very spiritually protected, and with that protection is another assurance that you guys are enough, that you are good enough, because clearly there's like a whole army of people that feel that way about you. With your hard work is paying off and surrender to the divine, I feel like this is another reassurance card. Yes, your hard work is paying off. Yes, they see you as the Queen of Pentacles. They see you as someone who is very stable and abundant, and pretty much everything you touch turns to gold. So maybe you are very like business savvy, into business, but maybe you've recently entered a different part of your life and you haven't like been working or this or that, and then you kind of feel like not your independent self the way that you used to be, this like, you know, bad entrepreneur type whatever boss woman, and you're like, I feel like I'm not that person right now, and I'm losing touch with that person, and I have this new thing that's being created. And so just understand that you're not losing touch with that person. That person's still there. You can still, you know, put on your heels and do whatever the fuck you want. But please understand that what you are doing right now is still good enough. It is paying off. It is hard work. It does count for something. And with surrender to the divine, you know, if you're not seeing the results for these things yet, just understand that you have to like not have such a big control on something. You have to really just, you know, have faith that it will work out. And I know it's difficult to say that, but it's the truth here. Okay, so we have increased support, your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doors to an abundance of help and opportunities. Value your self-worth, take a break, deep replenishment. Ooh, I remember this pile. There's like a lot of cards. Lemuria, awakened awareness, and we have gracious receptivity. Okay, let me make sure that we can get everything here. Okay, cool. So, okay, yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are not surrendering to the divine because you really want to have a little bit of control, maybe too much control on the outcome. And that's where you need to kind of shift gears and take your foot off the pedal, because really what your focus should be is not so much on like, when is this going to happen and why isn't that happening and what the divine is doing, but your focus should be really on yourself is what they're saying. They're like, kind of like, mind your business and understand that we got you and you're very fucking supported. In fact, you have an increased support here. But what you need to be focused on is yourself. You know, you're not feeling good enough. You're not valuing yourself well, your self-worth the way that you need to. So now it's time for you to take a break, you know, deep replenishment, retreat, rest, Lemuria, heaven on earth, you know, creating your own oasis, whether that be on like your balcony or your backyard or whatever it may be. It's time to really rest and retreat. It's really time to implement some more self-care. Take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. I feel like you guys are always trying to figure out what path is the right path and this and that and this and that. And I feel like a lot of this activity comes from maybe a more awakened awareness lately. But what the universe is wanting to say to you is you need to chill out. You need to chill out and take a break. Spend this break really caring for yourself. And then in that care for yourself, you will open up your arms to receiving from the universe, because you can't receive these gifts and you can't receive these blessings if you you have such a tight grip on it and you're blocked off from it and you're not really understanding that it's being handed to you to begin with. Okay, you guys, so I really hope that resonated for you. That is a message for you, group number 3. I'm doing this thing right now where if you buy a gift from me from my Amazon wish list, which is a tarot deck or oracle deck, I will gift you in return a private reading. If you also want to book a private reading with me, you can. All the details are in the description box below. In the meantime, though, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you all at your next reading.